The automotive industry is at an inflection point where it's going from continuous improvement to disruptive innovation. And there are four main themes that are driving this change. First is connectivity. When you think about the Internet of Things economy, you tend to think about mobile phones, smart watches, laptops, but cars are increasingly becoming computers on wheels, facilitating this two-way exchange of data. Now, this has profound implications for the sorts of applications that can be built around the vehicle. Second is autonomous driving. So from logistics to public transport and ultimately consumer vehicles, autonomous features are adding safety and efficiency to the world of mobility. Third is shared mobility. Why own a car if you can have access to a car as and when required? And finally, electrification. The engine is finally changing after 13 decades, and this means new supply chains and also new infrastructure to keep the engine going. At WisdomTree, we have an ethos of partnering with industry experts with domain expertise in particular themes. For the Automotive Innovators theme, we have partnered with two experts, Beryls and Leanval, who each bring their own unique expertise to the proposition. Beryls have automotive and mobility theme expertise. They calculate a focus score for each company in the automotive universe. The focus score is made up of three things. What is the company's strategy in terms of sustainability, innovation? What are its industry relationships and how strong are those relationships? And finally, what is the public sentiment towards the brand? Leanval calculate a fundamental score, which is an equally weighted average of 5 fundamental measures. These include value, quality, stability, growth, and momentum. By combining those two perspectives, we are able to integrate a unique set of industry expertise into an investable solution. Our approach is to look at the value chain that is driving the innovation in the automotive industry. The value chain of automotive innovators includes car manufacturers, suppliers, dealers and aftermarkets, mobility service providers, and also infrastructure providers. Each of our two partners assigns a score to every company in the universe from their own unique perspective. So Beryls assign a score which measures the alignment of the business with the automotive theme, and Leanval evaluate the business fundamentals of each company. The final inclusion in the strategy is a combination of those two scores. The expertise of our partners truly shine in not only identifying the value chain and the most important players within the value chain, but also in monitoring the space as the space evolves. We do this by rebalancing every 6 months, and this really allows us to switch gears if something changes. Road transportation has historically been among the biggest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions, but thanks to technological innovation, it is very quickly becoming low-hanging fruit in the energy transition. For example, electrification can pave the way for very exciting innovations. People who drive electric vehicles practically carry these very powerful batteries with them wherever they go. What are they going to do with all the charge that's stored in those batteries? If they can charge at a lower tariff at home and give back to the grid during peak hours at a higher tariff, they can potentially earn some revenue through that process and also help the grid reduce some of its load during peak hours. These are very exciting innovations that are on their way and potentially facilitated by artificial intelligence. Similarly, the decarbonization of heavy modes of transport, for example, trucks with sustainable biofuels or green hydrogen, these are all innovations coming out of the automotive industry, but ultimately being driven by the energy transition.